Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. I am hopped up on some Celsius. I just cracked open a can. Ticker symbol CELH for those of you at home playing along. Today we're going to go hard. We're going to talk about my strategy in February and how I plan to sell some calls on Sofi. Our favorite stock, we're going to start trading the wheel more aggressive than ever. Before we get started, if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. I've been documenting me and trying to make videos as often as I can, documenting me selling options for some extra income. If that sounds like something you'd like to follow along, consider subscribing. That way you don't miss any videos in the future. And today we had that big nasty tariff scare, and the market actually recovered quite nicely to end the day. And during that nasty scare, I ended up rolling one of my MSTU puts way out in the future at a lower strike price. So this went from expiring this week to expiring June 20th. And the strike price was a difference of $1.50. And for that very long amount of time, I made $108 in premium rolling that put. And then I was going to say, you'll see right here on line 3, but I have to fix this. It's actually a call that I sold. I sold a couple of calls on Sofi at a strike price of $16. The two combined made me $40 in premium, and this is something you're probably going to see throughout the rest of the week, is me continuing to sell some covered calls. And then what's great is I can use this $40 to buy more shares of Sofi, and that's basically what I'm doing. And if you got to this point in the video and you want to learn more about selling options, I have a whole course here that I created for beginners. It goes over everything about the basics of selling options. It's a whole hour long. And this is something I've been doing to consistently make $2,000 a month. And right now it's 25% off for a limited time because I just launched this, and it's down in the description if you want to go check it out. And as you can also see, aside from selling those two calls on Sofi, we also sold a few puts. One at $14, one at $14.50, and one at $15. These three giving us a combined total of $39 in premiums. So far this month, first trading day, $187 in premium. We should also have a metric right here on the right. How much Chipotle is this? It would be 18.7 bowls at Chipotle. As for tomorrow, I'm going to keep an eye on Sofi. Am I going to continue to sell these $16 strike calls? We'll just have to see what the price action does. If Sofi continues to go up a bit, I'll probably start selling $16.50. There's not one particular delta I'm looking at when it comes to selling these calls, because I'm okay with selling a few hundred shares or maybe 500 shares at 16 or 16.50, and then also selling puts to reacquire those shares. Really, it's just an on-the-spot decision that I make, seeing what the premium is and what the current price of Sofi is at that time. But as you may know, I have 3,500 shares of Sofi, or just about 3,500 shares of Sofi. And right now it makes up a decent amount of my portfolio at 54%. This amount obviously went up as I made more and more return on Sofi, because it took up more and more of my portfolio. And so we're going to, like I said, try to more aggressively trade the wheel on Sofi. So stay tuned for that if you want to follow along. And like I said, if you want to check out my beginner's course, it's some supplemental education. It'll be linked in the description. Also, this Google Sheets template that you can also use to track all the options you sell. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in a future video.